Thanks, everyone, for... Now we get a chance to check some stats for Naz Reid.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Wiggins and Kuminga at the forward. A lot of bounce there. Curry and Hield to the sharp-shooting backcourt. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Well, Curry, not one of those guards who shrinks when he gets inside.
Conley looking for an opening. Pulls up, high post. Kuminga pulls it in. Conley against Curry. Jackson Davis a screen. And Curry is good for 3. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
Great execution. Steph just ripping the defense right now to shreds. What a great screen and roll action that was.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, we're near the middle point of the year now. At what point do coaches start looking at limiting the minutes of their stars?
You know, each game is really the determining factor for how that plays out. So when possible, you keep your stars in there for close games and get them some rest when the outcome isn't in question.
Now here's Curry, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game.
Yeah, the long arms, it's difficult to protect your shot from Gobert's reach.
Edwards, no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Pass to Reid, back to Edwards. Reid, a screen on Wiggins. And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. And seeing this team right now is a problem. They've got 14 consecutive victories.
Well, it's been impressive, and the question now really is, who is going to figure out a way to stop this crew? Each time out, they're finding new ways to win. That is dangerous for your opponent. Really, a myriad of ways in which they're coming at you.
Conley with the ball. In his last outing, he had 11 points. To the paint. Stolen by Wiggins. Curry with it. He's picked up by Conley. And here's Kuminga for 3. Counted from distance.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
For Minnesota, they've gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Here's Edwards. And he makes it on the layup.
You got to bring more muscle if you want to stop Edwards from scoring. He's gifted at converting through contact.
And Minnesota making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. And Golden State also making a switch. Podziemski's checked in. Here's Curry. Good. 3rd basket in 6 attempts.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And it's Conley with the ball for the T-Wolves. They trail by 9. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
And guys, we know that you come into every game with a chance of winning, but they were just totally outclassed.
Tough thing about that one is they also were playing a poor opponent, so no fire in that game, and that sticks with you a little bit. Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Here's Conley. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Now the Warriors with it. They're on a 15-6 run. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. I asked him specifically about Stephen Curry and what his defensive game plan is for him, and he told me, I just talked with them about communicating out there, especially when the screens are coming. We can't give Steph an inch in those situations. I think it's fair to say we can expect to hear a lot of chatter out there tonight, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Conley. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Here's Gobert. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Curry, 3-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 12.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
The shot by Conley, no good.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Outside Curry. Jackson Davis, a screen. Drive by Curry. Back to Pajemski. Pass to Hield. 6 to shoot. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And the basket by Hield.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Here's Conley. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. He has 6. And so it's the Golden State Warriors going into the break up 12. Up big because of their three-point shooting. Just going to town from downtown. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Kuminga is out there with DeAnthony Melton, and it's Looney in at center filling out the middle. Here's Curry. Got a hand on it. Now here's DiVincenzo. Yet to see a basket. Edwards can't hit.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious. Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But I give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, the confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
Melton with the ball. Ingles covering. Curry against Edwards. Shot is good by Curry. Curry's got 14.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Garza's checked in for Minnesota. The Warriors also with a sub. Anderson's checked in for Kuminga. Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Back to Edwards. Oh, Edwards powers it home.
Can you say terrific athlete? Edwards just enjoys getting deep positioning and rising up for the slam.
Here's Curry. Uses the glass on the layup. 16 points for him.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Ryan, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Gobert's checked in for Garza. Hield's checked in for the Warriors. And for an idea of... And so it's the Golden State Warriors leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Back after this.
Hey, folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Golden State.
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up good shots for great ones.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, but also disciplined. That's a sign of good coaching.
And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
When you have
And that's it for halftime.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
He took a head-on approach in the first half, going straight at the D and drawing fouls.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Let's find out the news on Stephen Curry. Allie, what do you have?
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Warriors head athletic trainer. The bad news is he has a sprained ankle and they're hoping that the swelling will go down. All that said, he's already back at the game. Some serious toughness on display tonight.
All right, Allie, thanks. Well, we're all hoping he gets healthy quickly, guys.
Yes, we do. And these trainers are so good at what they do. Hopefully, they'll be able to get him back on the court soon.
Conley and Ant are the 1 and the 2. Nas Reed out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at small forward. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
When your superstar is as unselfish as Steph Curry is, that's what gets other guys going.
Brent, how much importance do you put on coaching at the pro level?
Well, B.A., it's huge, and I think the best coaches in the league are the best relationship builders. I mean, it's not about the tactics. Everybody's running the same plays and trying to take advantage of the same things. It really comes down to the connectivity between the coach and understanding each and every player you have on your team.
Curry from inside.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Here's Edwards. 18 points for him. Down low. McDaniels passes to Conley. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
They're one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room. That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
The Warriors lead by 10. To the inside. Here's Jackson Davis. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
And that one's good from Conley.
Rising up with assertiveness, Conley always recognizes when he should shoot off the dribble.
Wiggins passes to Kuminga. Now here's Curry. Back to Kuminga. That shot is off. Nice D from Reed. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Edwards looking it over. And Edwards slams it in.
And certain nights, Edwards just goes off. Very tough to stop when he's in the zone.
To the middle. Here's Jackson Davis. Count that bucket. Jackson Davis has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. Great D that time from Podziemski.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Curry against Edwards. Beyond the arc. Oh, Curry! A sick triple.
An offense unto himself. Steph Curry just warping the defense.
The 3 is up. Edwards can't hit. Anderson against Ingles. Outside Curry. Looney the screen. From deep. And the Warriors with another 3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. DeAnthony Melton out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Looney in at the center position.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Looney, a screen on Edwards. And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 32 points in the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Shot is good by Edwards.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Edwards against Curry. Pass to Looney. Outside Anderson. Shot clock at 6. He puts up a 3. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Ingles. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
DiVincenzo being a connector out there now.
The Warriors lead by 17. Anderson with a screen on Edwards. And here's Curry for 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Minot. Reed comes in for Ingles. McDaniels is checked in for DiVincenzo. And Conley subbed in for Alexander Walker. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Jackson Davis is checked in for Looney. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Anderson. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Melton. And it's Buddy Hield in for Podziemski. And here's Edwards outside. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Fires from deep. And the Warriors with another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Conley. It's good. Conley's got 24.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Curry against Conley. Here's Kuminga. Banked it in off the glass.
With his finesse and his power, Kuminga can make it real tough inside.
From deep, Conley. Kuminga pulls it in. Kuminga's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Jackson Davis a screen. Inside. Out to Hield. Pass to Wiggins. Brent, you've spent some time in front offices. How much more do teams rely on analytics now versus even a decade ago?
Oh, a massive amount, BA, but there are a lot of teams that are still aren't there. I think it's a constant battle about how far you're going to push, leaning into the numbers with all these net ratings and the ways that you can start to digest what it is that guys are producing on the floor. Teams are getting smarter and smarter.
Golden State with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Jackson Davis a screen. Tipped. Reed brings the double. Kuminga finds Curry. Kuminga with a screen on Gobert. And here's Curry for 3. Golden State with a rebound.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Warriors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And tonight's win will give them an even 40 on the year.
And that'll put a little extra meaning on their next game. No team wants to go 0 for 4 against an opponent, no matter who it is.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Stephen Curry.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Reed passes to Gobert. Conley with the ball. Now guarded by Curry. And here's Edwards outside. The rebound by Wiggins.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Curry surveys. Fades. No good. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Stephen, what is it about the challenge of playing on the road that brings out the best in this team?
You know, all we got is ourselves on the bench, and top to bottom, coaches and players have been locked in, just giving all the energy and focus, especially to start games, and giving ourselves a chance to capture momentum early, and that's what you have to do on the road. And it's got to be a collective effort. Our intensity and energy has to carry us, and we've done a good job of that the last 2 games.
Everybody brought it tonight. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.